I rented the cabin in Montana at the beginning of January 2025. I'm a writer. I'm 33 years old. My editor had been pressuring me for months. Deadline passed. Book delayed. I needed silence, isolation, no distractions. The cabin was perfect, remote, 40 kilometers from the nearest town, no neighbors, surrounded by dense forest and mountains. The ad read, winter retreat, fireplace, generator, stocked pantry, perfect for writers. I paid for 3 weeks. I arrived on January 15th. For the first 5 days, it was exactly what I needed. Absolute silence. Only the sound of crackling firewood and the wind in the trees. I wrote 40 pages. Then the storm arrived. It started on the night of the 20th. Heavy snow, strong wind. I woke up the next day with half a meter of snow blocking the door. I cleaned the entrance. I looked at the access road. Completely impassable. The pickup truck I rented was buried up to its windows. No problem. I had food, firewood, water. I could wait for the snow to melt. The storm continued for 3 days. On the 4th day, January 24th, it stopped. I woke up early. I opened the door. White silence. Everything covered. Beautifully desolate. Then I saw footprints in the fresh snow around the cabin. I left. I followed the footprints with my eyes. They circled the entire cabin. They stopped under each window, as if someone had stopped to look inside. Then they continued on, back into the forest. My stomach tightened. I checked the windows. They were all locked. The door was locked, but the footprints were recent. Fresh snow from last night. Someone had been here this morning. I went in. I locked everything again. I tried calling the property owner. No cell phone signal. I've never had one since I arrived. There was an emergency radio, an old CB radio. I tried to make contact, just static. I stayed on the sofa, watching the windows. Nothing happened during the day. At night, I lit the fireplace. I prepared dinner. I went to the pantry to get a can of soup. I stopped. Something was wrong. I looked at the shelves. I had everything organized when I arrived. I counted 15 cans, 10 packages of pasta, 5 bags of rice. Enough for 3 weeks easily. Now there were 9 cans, 6 packages of pasta, 3 bags of rice. I redid the calculation. It wasn't wrong. Someone had brought food. I checked the door again. Locked. Windows locked. It didn't make sense. I slept badly that night. I woke up at 3 in the morning to a sound. Beats on the roof. Tap, 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 pause, tap, tap, pause, tap, 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 pattern, rhythm. I lay there, listening. It continued for 5 minutes. Then it stopped. Silence. I got up. I went to the window. I looked outside. Darkness. Snow. Nothing. The next morning, I checked the pantry again. More food is missing. 2 cans, a package of pasta. I felt panic rising. Someone was coming in, bringing food, while I was sleeping. But how? I searched the entire cabin. I looked for passageways, hidden doors, loose windows. Nothing. Only one entrance, only 4 windows, all locked from the inside. At night, I pushed the dresser in front of the door. I boarded up the windows with wooden planks. I went to sleep. I woke up trembling. The cabin was freezing. I got up. I went to the living room. The front door was open, completely open, wind blowing snow inside. The dresser I had pushed was back in its place, as if it had never been moved. I ran to the door. I closed it. I locked it. I looked at the snow. Footprints. But this time, they came from within, leaving the cabin, going into the forest. Someone had left, not entered. I felt my legs go weak. Someone was inside, with me, while I was sleeping. I searched the entire cabin. I yelled. I threatened with the firewood from the fireplace. Nothing. Nobody.